Hi everybody, this is my first official Flosstube video. As some of you may already know, I have several other videos on my channel, but they're mostly just spastic crafts. I always say my life would not be complete or perfect or where it is if I could not change my crafting with like the whims of my emotions or moods. So yeah, I do have a lot of crafts on my channel, but I am going to start having a lot of Flosstube videos because cross stitching is close to my heart for a couple of reasons. Ever since I was little, oh, did I say my name's Catherine? Hi, I'm Catherine. Ever since I was little, my mom knew I needed somewhere to, I guess, like throw out my creative energy because I was put in sewing lessons when I was 9, and I actually loved sewing. It was the first craft I had done where I could make things for people and like share them and not just, I don't know, scribble on paper or make like friendship bracelets. I made my dad this really cool closet organizer that I've actually been wanting to recreate because I just thought it was so neat back then. I made my mom several aprons because she loved to bake. Yeah, so it was the first craft that I was able to do that brought joy to like a bunch of people. And then my mother passed away, and my sister and I used to cross stitch together. We did stamped cross stitch because I swear to you, I still to this day, I'm afraid of counted cross stitch even when I'm doing it. But I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still kind of freaking scary. I mess up and fudge the lines so many times. But yeah, we did stamped cross stitching together. And it was just something really cool that we used to do together to bond. And she passed away a few years ago too. So I just always get this amazing feeling when I'm cross stitching, and I actually got back into it thanks to Danielle from Stitcherista. I've actually been really into diamond painting. I had a couple of DMC skeins, and I had a bunch of fabric from quilting, and I had hoops because I've been really trying to get into embroidery. No to embroidery. That shit is hard. Like, I can barely color inside the lines. I cannot stitch like gradients of pink to like medium pink to very light pink to super light pink. No. I won't be doing that. Probably ever. But I did have some cross stitching things. So when I was watching Danielle's channel and she was diamond painting, I heard her every now and then mention Flosstube. And then she mentioned Stitch Mania on Facebook. And it just kind of led to a rabbit hole of where now, every time I'm crafting, I am watching back episodes of Stitcherista's channel. I am constantly looking for new Flosstube channels to watch, and it has just completely renewed and just empowered me to enter the world of hand sewing or cross stitching again. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of crafts on my channel, but cross stitch is going to be a really big one because I just love it so much, and I feel so incredibly happy and connected to like my past when I'm doing it. So, all right, sorry, this has been a very long, rambly intro, but most of my videos I have very like high energy, and I'm trying to calm down and let you guys kind of get to know me. So, all right, I thought I would start with a finished object. All of my videos hopefully will be structured in the same way, with me starting with a finished object. And since I won't have many of those, these are a treat. So I went on to Craftsy because I have a large project if you look on my channel, I've actually started a really large Bob's Burgers cross stitch. It's Tina Belcher, and it's like this really cool saying, like, I'm no superhero, I put my bra on one boob at a time like everybody else. It's just a really cool cross stitch. But it was actually a free pattern on Craftsy, and if I can find the name of this, I found this Halloween sampler on Craftsy for free as well. You guys see that? Yeah. So I haven't washed this yet. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to see what you guys see. I haven't washed this yet. But it was so fun to do. It was really, really relaxing. And yeah, I really like it. Halloween is coming up, so I'm in a huge Halloween mood. Also, I keep all of my patterns that are PDFs in this binder. If I finish them, I put them in a page protector, highlighted and all. I put them in a page protector, and I will just mark like when I finished it and everything. So this is a Halloween sampler from Patterns Cross Stitch. Now it's free on Etsy, so I think I can show you the back. It's the pumpkins, the skull. I did not do the spiders. I worked on that spider web for, I'm not joking, 3 or 4 hours, stopping in between so that I didn't throw my hoop across the floor. I guess I'm just not great at reading backstitch patterns yet on like cross stitch. I know how to backstitch, but the webs weren't coming out well, and I'm not gonna do it if it makes me unhappy. This is a hobby. So I just skipped it, and I went with the gravestones, the witch's hat with the brooms, and the bats. So yeah, this took me like, I believe, a week to finish, but it's also because my job involves me in the car a lot, and so I just bring my cross stitching in the car. My fiance, who works with me, normally drives. So that's nice. This was done on, it called for 14 count Aida, but I found this really cool blog post that showed you how to enlarge cross stitch patterns just a little bit, which you guys probably already know. I moved to an 11 count Aida, and instead of doing 2 strands held together, I did 4 strands held together, so it enlarged the features of the pumpkin and all the other sections a little bit, because I was worried it would be a tad too small. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wash it. I bought a frame off of at Walmart. I'm going to wash it, mount it, and just frame it up like this, because I think that's really cool. Also, I'm one of those people who has a bad habit of not taking their hoops off their projects, which I need to start doing because it's leaving like little messes in the fabric. So, also, I've been sick for 4 weeks, so if you hear me cough or sniffle, I am so sorry about that. I am a severe asthmatic, and I caught a cold just like everybody else did in the freaking world, but mine turned into bronchitis / possible walking pneumonia. So I'm not freaking holding off on the videos anymore. I'm just gonna smile through it, even though I feel like absolute dog shit. And you guys didn't need to know that, but real life, we're sharing this. Okay, so now I guess I'll show you my whips. I have a crap ton of whips, and they're just gonna keep coming. They're just gonna keep coming. I'm not even kidding, guys. If you do not like people who start whips all the time, oops. I find so much joy in working on multiple projects. I have never tried a rotation to like get my whips done, but I'm thinking I might try it for a week, like assign one whip each day. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I'm not really picky on what I stitch. I don't start it if I don't like it and I haven't like thought it through as to whether I can stitch it and like stand stitching it. But yeah, so I might try a rotation. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it out and let you guys know in my next video. But so I'm kind of different. I don't know if anybody else does this. I keep my cross stitching progresses in these like $5 binders, like the stretchy binders that can zip up. I just honestly think this is the easiest way in the world that I can transport my stuff, and everything fits in there. I use hoops. In one of them I do have an 8x8 Q-snap and it still fits. So I just have all of my stuff in here. I made the unfortunate mistake of thinking that, here, let me show you. These little floss page bobbin holder things would work. They freaking fall out all the time. And I bought 2 packs of these from Joann's. I'm gonna use them just because screw that. I bought them, but they're such a pain in my ass. And I'm sorry, if you guys didn't notice, I curse a lot. It's just, I grew up with a lot of brothers. I would try and censor it, but it's just not me. So if I curse, I curse. I'm very sorry. I'll try. But I also have just extensive years of working in childcare where I had to censor myself. So I think my potty mouth is finally coming to roost. Anyway, so that binder I just showed you was my Tina Belcher cross stitch. This is also a free pattern, so I can show you guys. It's 6 pages. 6 or 9. It's by Liz Frost. I found her on Craftsy. So it was a free pattern. This is what I'm excited to get to, this face. So it was a free pattern on Craftsy. I kitted it up at Joann's. This is my legend that I just kind of keep out of order. I got this really cool magnetic board at Joann's. Just ignore all these strips. I have yet to purchase a needle minder yet. So when I do, needle minders will probably go on here. But yes, I hold my project on here. I love it because if I'm out in the car or if I'm just like in my recliner or on the couch, I can highlight everything out perfectly. Excuse me. Remember when I was talking about fudging things? If you see right here, there's a bunch of black outlines of this banner. I miscounted and ended up on this side 3 short on the bottom of black. So somehow I'm gonna have to fudge that because I'm not going back and pulling out all those stitches because I think I messed up counting way back here and that's just too far a distance for me. I'll fix some things, but not that. Yeah, and then I also for some reason thought, hey, I'm gonna purchase this fancy clover hoop. It doesn't have any of those like tags that wooden hoops have, or not tags, screws. And it does. It holds really well. You just twist it to open it, twist it to close it. Oh yeah, and this is the only pattern that I've like gridded out, if you can see that. Yeah. So yeah. I don't sew around the edges of my fabric. I've always just done masking tape with any cross stitch I've ever done. So that's what's on this. All right. But yeah, I work on this as much as I can. There's just so much tan in this area. Once I get the tan finished, then I can move on to blues. And then I can even move on, like over here is going to be like her flowers in her hair and everything. Flowers in her hair, her glasses, I think I'll get to do. So yeah. Also, in every single one of my binders, I have a highlighter, a magnetic needle keeper, and just like extra floss. So, oh, and scissors. I have an obsession with scissors, y'all. I collect scissors. I.e. I buy so many pairs of scissors. I just feel like if you're a crafter, you just know the amazing feeling of having a good pair of scissors right on hand. I mean, it could just be me, but I don't think so. I think other crafters appreciate it. Alright, so the next whip I have is just like a kitted up project. I have this 14 count Ada. It's almost like it looks like, I don't want to say a burlap sack, but it almost gives you that like burlap feeling, if that makes sense. Yeah, it almost gives you that burlap feeling. And this one is a paid pattern. I'm going to show you a bunch more I'm going to show you some more paid patterns that I purchased the other day. I kind of went pattern crazy. But this is a pattern off Etsy by Nikki Sezgili. God, I butchered that name. But you just look her up under Nikki Patterns, Modern Cross Stitch Patterns. This is Home Sweet Home in purples. And if you look at that, there's not one bit of 310 in here. That's like a darker purple, medium purple, light purple, and then all of these cross stitch flowers, which I just think are beautiful. Yeah, I was in love with this. I saw it and I knew I wanted to use this burlappy, I don't know why I call it Ada fabric. It's on 14 count Ada fabric, and it is 10 by 10 inches, and it only has 6 colors of DMC. So I kitted that up really easily. I only got one of each color, but that's fine, because like my local Walmart or my Joann's or my Michael's or my Hobby Lobby, I have so many craft stores around me. Someone's gonna have it, and someone's open any time of the day. And then with freaking Walmart, they're open any time of the night, so I didn't feel the need to kit up too much of it, just because I kitted up 7 more projects that day. And then I started buying these little boxes from Walmart to keep my bobbins, my highlighter, my needle holders, and my scissors. And I just labeled it with my label maker, Home Sweet Home. And I taped my legend on there. Because I normally have this like on the edge of the couch, or like the edge of my armchair. So, yeah, it's pretty accessible. And what's awesome is this is a PDF. So I have carpal tunnel. And also, yes, I just have brain jump. My brain jumps everywhere. I have carpal tunnel from years and years of crocheting and knitting and just working with my hands. So this wrist is acting up so badly. I unwrapped it for this video, but I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up again because, oh, it hurts. And it's definitely impaired my cross stitching. So that's kind of frustrating. But, oh, I got these cute scissors from Hobby Lobby. They're so adorable, and they're really heavy duty and sharp. So I like them a lot. Oh, but what I was gonna say something. See, this is why I should have like a notepad or a piece of paper or something to write things down, but I was just so excited to finally be able to film this video. My fiance is working outside of the home for a little while, and so I actually have time to film, which feels so good. So yeah. Okay, so I'll probably remember that thought. If not, it's cool. I'll look back. So this is another binder. Inside I have my Q-snap with the very beginnings of something. I'll show you what it is. I have another one of these little boxes that holds my bobbins. Oh, I gotta put my highlighter back in there. Oh yeah, I remember, because I just saw that I can't show it to you guys, sorry. I just saw that my piece of paper is all smushed up. What I love about PDFs is if something happens, if one of my a-hole cats or dogs or anybody is to grab my paper, bite it up, I crinkle it, or I want to just cut up all the legends, I can just print out more. I love that about PDFs. I do like having patterns on that glossy paper. I really, really do like that. But PDFs are just so much easier. So this is another Nikki pattern I got. It's called number 428 Brain. And it's on a 14 count Aida, and it's almost 10 inches by 11 inches, and it's got 17 colors of DMC. I thought this was just so cool, how it's the like left sphere or the right sphere of the brain, and then I'm trying to remember. I know, okay, the way I interpret this is one side of your brain has all of your like crafting, God, my brain's not working today. Let's just call it crafting magic, because I'm seriously still that sick, people. Crafting magic. Artistic instinct, whatever. So this would be the side of the brain with the artistic thinking, and this is the side that just controls the boring crap, like breathing and walking and math. I know, that was such a good explanation, wasn't it? Anyway, I saw that, I thought of that whole explanation, and I was like, I have to buy this because I want to stitch it up, and someone is going to understand one day what I mean. Might be you guys. Might be someone a long time from now. The only problem I have with this pattern, I can't show you guys because it's a pattern, but let me see if you can tell. You saw all those colors, right? All those 17 colors? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The sun went behind the clouds. Here's my problem. That color is confettied all through the first, I think, inch and a half of this pattern. So I'm not really good at starting multiple threads on needles. I do have 3 needles because I was working with 3 colors, but it was a knotted up mess in the back. So I need to figure something else out because I really do like working section by section by section. I don't just like taking one color and counting all up and down. So I need to figure something out with this because I love it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass right now because of how many color changes I'm doing. Alright. So this is my last cross stitch whip. Oh, here's another pair of my scissors. These were from Joann's. They're super, super cute. But they were like 30 bucks. And we used the coupon. and they were still like, oh, $27. I don't think they're worth it. I also found another pair on Wish because I wanted to buy enough scissors to have in each one of my binders, and they're supposed to be coming in pretty soon. So I'm kind of going to compare these two because they look exactly like this. I mean, they have the little bird and then the eye and all of that. So who knows? I might just start buying my scissors off of Wish and waiting a little bit for them to get here. Okay, so my last whip, I haven't even started yet either. I just started getting it together. I need something mindless. Besides diamond painting or spinning. I think those are two kind of crafts or projects I can do where I don't really have to think a lot. I can just shut my brain off and go with the flow of the spinning wheel, or I can just kind of go with the pick up the diamond, put the diamond down, pick up the diamond, put the diamond down. But something I do find really just completely mindless, stamped cross stitching. Aww. And these are my stacked teacups. I got this pattern from Amazon, and it is by Joy Sunday's Cross Stitch. So it's gonna look like that. I was excited when I purchased it, but then when I actually saw the colors, let me see, I just fell in love. Those colors, they're showing a little cool on the camera. They are so rich. I just think that's gonna be such a cool cross stitch, and I think I'm gonna frame it on canvas, probably mount it on canvas and put it in my kitchen somewhere, or maybe like in this little spot where my Keurig is, almost like a coffee tea kind of area. I just get so excited like trying to figure out where I'm gonna frame these, and yeah, that's pretty much all I think about when I'm stitching these, or what I'm gonna do with them afterwards, because I want my house and walls just covered in artwork. We have some, but we just don't have enough. So yeah, this is the first stamped cross stitch I'm gonna do in a while. It's actually pretty hard to find stamped cross stitches, especially in stores. The ones in stores are kind of like, I think I have one I can show you. They're really small, and oh crap, I actually technically have another whip because I threw one in a bag and just forgot about it because it was annoying me. They're small, the ones in stores. I mean, even at Joann's, you're gonna find one with 6 colors. The basket's cross stitch and everything else is back stitch. So those are stamped cross stitches, but I want something big and substantial, so I got this one. Now the only thing is, if you see right here, this pink is supposed to be cream, this red is supposed to be black. It didn't tell me how many strands to hold together. It told me that this was a 11 count, I believe. So it's kind of flying blind. It didn't give me a lot of instructions, and well, I mean, I obviously don't need a lot of instructions. I can just use my head. I think it'd be confusing for people just starting out, and I'm kind of a Virgo, and I need instructions. I swear, I don't even read instructions, but if something doesn't come with instructions, I'm like, this is the time I need instructions, people. So, yeah. I'm either going to start working on this today or tomorrow. One of them. I'll either start the Home Sweet Home one today, or I'll start this one today. Something's getting started. So, I'll just zip this back up. And what's really cool about these binders is I think I'm just gonna purchase like another one of those 3 roller stands. I have one over here you can't see, but it's by my recliner. You know, Michaels carries them, IKEA carries them. They're the metal ones. I think I might just get one of those and have the very top. I just line all my binders up and label the backs of them. Okay, final cross stitch that I did absolutely forget about because it's just, it's been ticking me off so bad. This one doesn't have a binder and I'm that angry at it. It's just got a little bag that I got at a bookstore. It is this cute little schnauzer dog. Sorry, I have needles coming out of it. It's this cute little schnauzer dog with like a plaid background. I really, really, really like it, but it was the second counted cross stitch I did. No, this is the first. This is the first counted cross stitch I've ever worked on. You can see the little dog's snout. But oh my God, have I fudged like half of this because I have counted so incorrectly. So it bugs me, but I'm just gonna put it away for a while until I forget it bugs me. Oh, it's called Dapper Dog, and I got it from Hobby Lobby. So, sorry if any of the words are backwards. I just realized I'm using the front of my phone, the front camera of my phone. The ones like you take selfies with. I don't know why I did selfies. They're actual pictures of yourself. Anyway, and yeah, I think the words show up backwards, which really stinks. I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to fix that. But anyway, that was all of my whips. There's probably more to come because I'm gonna show you my haul next, and that's pretty much just patterns. I do have like, 7 small bags in here that are just full of DMC floss. Joann's was having a 40% off everything regular price coupon that someone in Stitch Mania posted. I do have the Joann's app, but I was trying not to spend money, so I wasn't checking it, and someone put that coupon on the page, so of course I showed it to my fiance. He's like, that's too good a deal, you just got all these new patterns. And so I bought stuff. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be able to work on it. And I'm not stressed. I seriously think this is the coolest, just having a hobby that you are so overwhelmed with because there's so many beautiful things. You just want to do them all. Okay, so I'm going to show you these one at a time. This one is the Nikki Patterns too. Every single one of these except the free ones and one paid one are from Nikki Pattern. These are lungs. You guys remember I told you that I have asthma? My lungs are a huge factor in my medical care. And so, yeah, I thought it'd be something really cool to do. Now though that I've done the brain and the lungs, I think I bought a heart. Did I buy a heart? I might not have. No, I didn't go crazy and buy the heart, but I think I'm just gonna have like a whole anatomical structure in Nikki Patterns on my wall because they're just so pretty, and I think that would just be so cool. I'll leave them in the hoops, and I'll have the brain, the lungs, the heart. She also has the skeletal system, so she's got like ribs and your spine. She's got ovaries, kidneys. I know that sounds weird, but I just think these are so pretty. Just so, so pretty. So, yep, that's my plan. All right, the next one I purchased from her was number 114 Yoda. It says, do or do not. There is no try. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the lungs were number 450, and it's 14 count Eta. It's supposed to be 10 inches by 8 inches. So, and it has 14 colors. Nope, not 14 colors. That's not right. Hold on one sec. 13 colors. It's got 13 colors. So yeah, my boyfriend, or fiance, sorry, whatever he is, he loves Yoda, and I am such a Star Trek person, and I think Yoda's probably one of the Star Wars characters I could get down with. I also love these greens, and so there's 9 colors. All of them are green except one, which is black. But then the others are like blue-green. Sort of like up here, there's like a blue-green. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. 14 count Eta. This one's going to be 7 inches by 10 inches. So not too terribly large. But I'm guessing these won't be finished until next year. If that. This is the one that I did not purchase off of Nikki Patterns. I bought it on Etsy at Awesome Pattern Studio with Love. And it's number 355. She has these amazing cityscapes. And I live in Houston. And so, of course, I bought the Houston cityscape. It's done on 16 count canvas. It is large. It is 22, oh God, no, centimeters. Never mind. My heart just dropped for a second. I was like, I didn't read how large this is. It's 8 inches by 7 inches, and it's holding 2 strands together. So this is going to be 2 or 3 strands, somewhere on here. It's going to be pretty small, but full, which I like. And it's got 18 colors. So I just thought that'd be cool. I thought it'd be cool to kind of maybe do a cityscape for every place we visit. We went on a trip to St. Bay, Mississippi last year. Absolutely loved it. We went to Mobile for the casinos and the show. There was this really fantastic show. I forget what it's called. I have pictures somewhere. But it was such a nice experience. And I definitely want to get one of Mobile Cityscape if I like the way this one turns out, which I think I will. It's full cross stitches. Sorry, it's full cross stitches, no back stitch, no half stitches, no quarter stitches. It's just full cross stitch, and the colors are blocked together, so I'm not gonna freaking be confettiing stuff. All right, another pattern I got. I think this is my last one from. Oh no, this is not my last one from Nikki Pattern. I think I purchased 9 patterns. 9, yeah. But it only came out to $12 because she right now is having a sale where if you buy 4, you get 50% off your whole order or so and so. And her patterns are cheap. They're only like $4. So anyway, I got number 274, the watercolor tree. This one is gorgeous. It reminds me of, if you've ever seen pictures of those trees that have like summer, fall, spring, winter, it kind of gave me that vibe, but the colors are more merged and blended, which I really liked. So this is on Eta 14 count. It's going to be 9 inches by 10 inches, and it's got 19 colors. But when I'm looking at the back of the pattern, like the actual pattern, the colors are grouped together nicely. Like with the lungs and the brain, there's 2 colors here, 6 colors here. They're just everywhere. This is a solid grouping of colors. So this one will be a little bit more relaxing for my brain. I can stitch a little bit longer without having to constantly switch colors. All right, we're coming across some free patterns. This is Embroidery Designs by Jenna. I don't know how to say that. Gymnastic Designs, maybe. This is Our House. I found this on her blog, and it's just like a cute house sampler. It's got a tree. It says Home Sweet Home. And this is either going to be a present for my stepmom, or I'm just really going to brag that my home is sweet. So this is on Ada 14 count, and it's supposed to be 8 inches wide. That's probably wrong how I'm reading that. Yeah, I'll show you back. Can you see that? Hopefully. And it only has I just lost my mind for a minute and stopped. 9 colors. No, 10 colors, because there's DMC. You're supposed to backstitch. And I think the backstitching is just the Home Sweet Home. So, thought it was cute, and it was something I could practice my backstitching on, because like I said, with the spiders on that Halloween sampler, I had a problem trying to figure out the backstitching. Alright, so this is another Nikki pattern. This is number 324, Merry Christmas. It is on Ada 14 count. It is basically 11 inches by 10 inches, and it has 3 freaking colors. You know I had to get this. 3 colors. I am going to be stitching this all of December. I am in the mood for like stitching holidays in the months. What am I trying to say? Halloween in October, Thanksgiving, or something really fall and pumpkin-y and leafy in November, and in December, Christmas stuff. So I got pretty stocked on that. I have another pattern coming up that's Christmas that I'm super pumped about, and I have some Halloween things, so that's good. Alright, let me see. Okay. Alright, the next couple I'm going to show you, I found on this blog, they didn't give, it was actually really weird the way I had to save the pictures, because they were free patterns. I wanted to make sure they were free patterns and just not like, I don't know, posted on there. I had to she didn't have them in PDF, so I had to save the images, and then I had to insert them as pictures on my Word document. It was kind of a pain, but they're free and they're really cute, and it didn't give a legend, but I just went by what colors I would use. I'm calling this like the Monster Kiddo group. I enlarged these patterns for me, but I honestly think this is going to be a super quick stitch, and these are going to be almost like little ornaments. I'm thinking of maybe putting them all in small hoops that I paint in Halloween colors, alternating Halloween colors. I think that's supposed to be a zombie, a mummy, or a dead person. Nope, here's the mummy. And there was a zombie before, so I don't know what that's supposed to be. But I thought it was cute, and they're really small. Pumpkin kid. And I have some extra fabric left over from my Tina Belcher some extra Ada left over from my Tina Belcher fiasco of cutting that fabric. So I thought these would be a good way of killing that fabric while also stitching these little kids up because they're so cute. Yeah, I'm calling them like my little ghoul gang. I thought it was cute. I amuse myself very, very often. But yeah, they're my little ghoul gang. So, I don't know. I thought they were really cute, and it's something really neat to just pick up and stitch in between like my big whips. In between my big whips and between now and Halloween. I don't think I'll get them all done before Halloween, but I can try. Alright, my last bit of haul and my last pattern, because all my haul was patterns, is the Nikki Patterns number 135 Christmas 4-in-1. This was $4, and you receive this really cute polar bear, the penguin, the snowman, and the Santa Claus. Now, each of these are about 4 inches and 4 inches, 4x4, 3x4, 4x5, 3x4. They pretty much had the same DMC colors, but I don't know. I went a little crazy and just got everyone their own skein because, again, Joann's had that really good coupon. But yeah, this is going to be something I start working on in fall, I guess? Or not fall, jeez, it's fall already. In November. Because I only have one pattern for November, and I just remembered where it was. I thought I wasn't going to be able to show you guys. But I remembered I actually doubled it up on the back of Home Sweet Home. Oops. Ugh. It is another free pattern I found. I don't know. I just went free pattern crazy. I found it on Plaid Online. Fine needlepoint crafts since 1867. Anyway, this is the one I'm going to be doing in November for Thanksgiving. It's called I'm just calling it Give Thanks. It's black and white, which is fine, and it's really tiny, but it's supposed to be just like a 3x3 frame. It is 1.75 inches by 2.35 inches. This is going to be a really quick, probably Thanksgiving stitch up, whatever. Because we normally travel for Thanksgiving in between my family, who lives about 10 minutes away, and my fiance's family, who lives 2.5 hours away. So that'd be a really quick and easy pattern to stitch up, and I guess it's kind of like a little ornament. So yeah, I thought that'd be really cool. I am so sorry this video has gone so long. I normally hopefully will have shorter videos, but I just kind of wanted to introduce myself and take my time because sometimes my speech gets really fast because I have anxiety and I didn't want to, I don't know, I guess plow over this. I also have a booktube channel, but we're not even going to talk about what a train wreck that is. So point is, I do read a lot of books, so if you guys care about books, stay around. I'm going to show you some of the books I'm reading. I love to wind down with a good book. I absolutely love it. I don't know about some of you, but normally I'm always thinking about projects right before I go to bed, and I'd like to be thinking about something else. So my pick, I've got like 7 books started because I recently went crazy and just started not liking any of the thrillers I was reading. So it's Halloween. I picked up, oh, and I was going to say, if you don't care about books, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. So, yeah. Books. God, that was awkward. Plague of the Dead, the Morningstar strain, ZA Reeked? I don't know. I found this in clearance at one of the bookstores we like to go to, and I finished it really, really fast. And I'm about to start Thunder and Ashes by ZA Rec, the Morningstar strain. If you can't tell, these are zombie books. It's Halloween. I love zombies. Used to be terrified of them, but I love zombies now. And so they're really good. And they give, I'm not going to say that they give a different spin to zombies. I will say though that in these books, the zombies are treated more for, like, they're not called zombies. People aren't freaking out saying it's end of the world. They're just realizing there is a huge virus that has broken out and they can't stop it, and they should have been more prepared. And I find that even more scary than normal zombie books, because this is actually something that I'm terrified might happen. So yeah. I'm also wearing one of my Mary Shelley quote shirts I've made. It says, "Beware, for I am fearless and therefore powerful." And then it's got this big rose on it. It's one of my favorite shirts. Can you tell I'm ready for Halloween? Yeah, but that's it. I really enjoyed this video. The time went by so fast, obviously, because I've been speaking for 51 minutes. But thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of several to come. And yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you. Please keep watching. I got some cool projects coming up in cross-stitching, and I love sharing it with you guys. So, until next time, I will see y'all later, and bye.